Welcome back, everyone, to the 44th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open, live here from the Tuscany Suites and Casinos. We are thrilled to announce that we just had a 3 PDC player matchup recorded on the stream, so that's why we were just taking a minute to get underway here, but we're happy to say that Simon Whitlock, as well as Jeff Smith and Jules Van Doggen and Will Lazar were up on the stream here, so it's nice to have them for a recorded match. William Stuart here alongside me, Mr. Ryan Mooningham. Looking forward to a good day of coverage as we've got a good matchup coming your way. Seth Stefano and Dustin Holt take on Bruce Robbins and Tom Sawyer. Should be an entertaining first match of the day. Welcome to our stream, folks.
Well, I got to call a Simon Whitlock match.
Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. I will be up front and honest. There was a couple strategical mishaps, but that's going to happen when you never play cricket. Let's be honest.
That's the crazy thing is when you play so much 501, and that he said it was the first time he's ever played pairs for cricket. So it was interesting, but I think a player of that magnitude and that raw scoring power can adapt pretty quickly. Plus, like I told Simon, is like, Jules is a phenomenal cricket player. Just go with it. And then Jules, of course, him and I talked about, strategy moving forward. Simon will be a lot more comfortable.
Oh, for sure. I think that it just takes a couple legs to get kind of into the groove, used to it, and then you kind of can go on from there. But
well, our opening match on the stream, we don't want to leave these guys out of it. Seth Stefano and Dustin Holt versus Bruce the Buffalo Robbins and Tom Sawyer. All these guys know how to play cricket, so we should have a very good battle moving forward.
Indeed. They should be getting underway any moment now, as it looks like Kevin Collins is going to step up for the chalking duties. We definitely appreciate him doing that one. Maybe not.
We thought so.
Anyway, a couple good days of action already. We had the ADO Cricket National Championships as well as the ADO 501 National Championships. Your champions were Chuck Pulio for the men in cricket. For the women, it was Marlies Keel for cricket. For 501, Leonard Gates getting the win yesterday. And for the women, it was Paula Murphy. So some big names there winning those titles.
What's really cool to really announce in that is 3 of those players won their first ADO national title. Paula Murphy was a 3-time champion, but Marlies Keel, Chuck Pulio, and Leonard Gates had all picked up their first titles this weekend. So very cool.
Yes, indeed. It looks like we're diddling up here. Dustin with a 25. Bruce Robbins, the Buffalo, hoping to best that.
I'm a fan favorite of Bruce. Him and I have been talking for years. Good friend of mine.
He's got a good action. He's been around the game for quite some time as well. Matter of fact, had a jaunt overseas for a little while.
Yep.
Wanted to mention that. Big
Well, there's a lot
double.
of, but these 4 players have all got a ton of international experience. Dustin's been over in Asia, has been in the World Masters. Of course, Stefano has been to Q School, and I do believe Sawyer, if I'm not mistaken, made it to Lakeside.
He's also been to the Asian market. As he said, Hong Kong was one of his favorite places to visit. So wanted to mention that. But all righty, Bruce is going to start us off here. What do you folks say? Where are you tuning in from? Let us know in the chat. Give you some shout outs.
Some big rules for us in the chat. A is tell us where you're from. 2, tell us who you want.
Do you want to try to upload that or update that? Refresh. See if that works for us. Trying to pull up our scoreboard here for you folks. Oh, and then it does it. Isn't that funny?
There we go. That's funny stuff there.
That is fun stuff. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. It does say
Wouldn't say
2-0 there on the bottom, but this is a 0-0 affair.
If you guys knew how big the production was, you'd be surprised. Kind of a slow start for both teams. Bruce looking to close the 19th. Just manages 1.
Corey turned in from Newfoundland, Canada. Got Brizzle Adams from Worcester, Massachusetts. Colton tuned in from Illinois. Carolyn from Seattle. Terry from Ontario, Canada. Jeremy from South Dakota. Lots of people already tuning into the stream today, so good to see.
Let's see, it's Saturday. We're in Las Vegas. There's a lot of talent in the room. Yeah, I'd turn into the stream too.
Yeah, I definitely would. Let's see if Dustin tries to attack these 18s right off the bat. He does. Down to the 17s. Just 2 there.
2's not bad. Gives his partner a 1-shot close. Puts a lot of pressure on Robbins and Sawyer.
Looks like we're still having some issues with our Dart Connect here.
There it goes.
There we go. Starting to catch up here. Just a little bit slow. Maybe some dirty air in the... Well, when you got so many tablets, too. I mean, we're talking 65 tablets, 65 boards. Bound to have a hiccup. 5 on the 15s there for Tom Sawyer. Trying to put some points on the board and does so.
Scott ain't it? You're everywhere, Scott.
Take care of that guy in the chat there.
Stefano points at 19, closes at 15. He's going to move to the bull. No, actually pulls down. The way his eyes were looking, I was thinking he was going to go to the bull. Playing safe. No, Andrew Lacey, I am done for the weekend. I am a USA Darts production man.
Ashton Watt tuning in, saying he'd like to see Jacob Taylor and Jason Watt take on Matt Campbell and Larry Butler. Man, is that going to be a doozy match.
We were just talking about how many pairs in this field are just, holy cow.
Well, so far,
holy cow.
Just for you folks at home that want to know, Simon Whitlock, Damon Mall, Danny Van Tripe, Jules Van Dongen, Matt Campbell, Jeff Smith are all in attendance this weekend. That's who we've seen so far. There may be a couple stragglers still coming through. Who knows? We shall see. Needing the Bulls for Stefano to win this leg to make this 1-0. Our scoreboard down there of 2-0 is wrong, and that is unfortunate for Seth.
I think they'll be okay, but that was 3 beautiful darts.
Really was. Even Sawyer's looking at it like, okay.
And it was right in the red Brit, too.
Sawyer's throw is just so effortless. It's like he doesn't even try.
Oh, he tries.
He tries, but it just seems like it. Just a relaxed, effortless motion.
Oh, big triple from Holt, and that takes the game.
So first leg to Holt and Stefano.
Amy Lynn Pierce tuning in. I wonder who that is.
Hey, Amy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for allowing me to do this.
James, this is a strictly steel tip event, so no soft tip today at all. So I think Winter Slam's going on if you're looking for a little soft tip action.
Come on, folks, like and share our stream. We get more people watching. We've got some fantastic teams out in this field to showcase the doubles cricket, and they are starting the women's WDF silver singles event on top of that.
Yeah, 0-1
be
singles.
Some battles out there soon.
0-1 singles going on. Definitely. I'll go ahead and say there's more people here than last year. How about 100 more, 150 more in the blind draw?
Oh my gosh!
There was 362 players in the blind draw last night, according to Tom Sawyer.
Well, there's 155 men's doubles cricket alone. That's 310 players right there.
Exactly. That's crazy. That is crazy. Our first round of our doubles event here was in the top 256. Now, granted, there's some buys in there, but how about this from Stefano? Nice 7-mark opener on the 20s. Bruce can't buy a triple with his first 2 darts as he's upset with himself. Going to have to manage. And he goes right up to the 18s. I think that's a smart choice because I believe.
Yeah, sometimes, now, granted from our angle, those darts are in your flight pattern. When your dart 2 grabs the back of a flight and slides out, and then you really need to make a change.
Holt immediately closing that, though, and the 19s. Big 6 mark there for him as Stefano and Holt look to try to win this one 2-0 if possible. And it's just a case of the neighbors for Tom and Bruce.
Yeah, you know what? With the neighbors, it just frustrates you so much in life and in darts.
Over on our YouTube platform, Shane tuning in from Rapid City, South Dakota. Moon tuning in from Mississippi. Staying warm in Denver is Gabriel. Love to see it.
Holt only manages to close the 17. Still quite a good advantage for Stefano and Holt. Sawyer's going to have to try to make a move on 16s or 15s. Three easy shots from Stefano. Sometimes you just want 1, 2, 3. Close, let's go. Let's go, baby.
Attacking those 15s. Big triple there from Dustin. Moves to the bull just on the outside there. Hearing some camaraderie in the background. We do have the Golden Age darters here this weekend as well, so wanted to give them a mention as they're hanging out at some tables, reminiscing the old times.
Single bull, double bull. Sawyer moved to be at the 20s. Trying to make some action happen. Stefano points, close bulls. He's got a lot of options he wants to do here. Smart little switch on the 19. Sometimes the other dart's just in the way and you just need an open bed just to manage the close or manage the point value.
Only the single for Bruce. Adds a little bit of a lead, but you got to think this is going to be quick. Big double.
Dustin's been throwing real well this leg.
He's been throwing well this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday he had a top 4 finish in the 01?
Yeah, so Holt's finishes were top 16 in the cricket and then top 4 in the 501 Nationals. So excellent work from him so far this weekend. Got a lot going on behind us. Single bull from Stefano. Oh.
Almost feel bad for Simon. Simon's been out there taking pictures since his match.
Double bull.
Trying to just extend this match as far as he can. Only able to produce the 50.
You know, you're going to see a lot of top teams get knocked out early because of the other talented top teams. Robbins and Sawyer are struggling in this match, but they are a top-tier team.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. They have been.
It just tells you what we're looking at this weekend.
Fortunately, just how it goes. Someone's got to win and advance. Someone's got to fall and unfortunately be out. Another 2 bulls for Sawyer.
They are trying not to go quickly. They continue to point that bull just to keep in this match.
They're clawing at it. Big triple there.
I know, I feel you, Seth. Sometimes that bull just irritates the crap out of you. Oh, we're swinging back and forth with the camera. There it is. And that is it, folks.
Yeah, that is it. It's the big win for Dustin Holt and Seth Stefano. 2-0 win there, folks. Well, the action won't stop yet, folks. We got more coming your way right here on USA Darts. Don't forget to head on over and grab a hat or some merchandise, maybe view some past events, scan that QR code to do so while we wait for our next one to come up. But in the meantime, William Stuart, Ryan Mooningham, we'll see you in just a second with more action from the Las Vegas Open. Thanks for joining us. Just a reminder, some future streams. Shoot the Rapids is coming up February 3rd and 4th in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you're in that area, go to this tournament. Come join us for some fun. nice 2-day tournament, Friday, Saturday. And then after that, the following week, we're headed all the way down to Decatur, Alabama for the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon event. So join us there as well. Brought to you by the Rocket City Dart Association. So just some upcoming streams for you, for those that may be wondering what's coming up next for USA Darts.
Hello, folks. Ryan Mooneyham, USA Darts Productions. I got a special guest, David from Dirty Jersey Darts,
DJD.
DJD.
Slowly moving away from the jersey and the darts to DJD, as you know.
DJD. Well, tell us a little bit real quick about your DJ.
You know, out of Jersey, always loved the game of darts. A couple years ago, me and a couple friends started DJD kind of as a supply company, and slowly but surely, year after year, just morphed into a shirt company, and that's now pretty much what we've completely transitioned to. Have a team of about 31 players now across the country, which is absolutely unbelievable, and including PJ and Joey playing now, a couple local guys, and Cole Nielsen, who's here, Ryan Vanderwhite, Aaron Wrench, local guys, and then also, you know, lucky enough to have Jules and Lauby and Jim Long and Chuck Pooley on our team as well. So it's been a cool journey.
I was going to say, you transitioned into some big names to your group.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely grateful, definitely lucky, and definitely humbled by the opportunities that I've had and the support that I've gotten from this wonderful dart community. And it's been a crazy journey, and I'm very, very excited to kind of continue it and see where it's going.
Well, we got ourselves a matchup here. Do you know these guys that are playing? Tell me a little bit about them.
I know PJ and Joey. The other two I'm not super familiar with, to be perfectly honest. Cody Darrington and Sean Smith I'm not familiar with. But obviously PJ and Joey I'm very familiar with. PJ out of North Carolina, 17 years old. Unbelievable. Finished second in the U.S. Dart Masters Youth over in the Netherlands this year. I'd say up-and-comer, but he's already come and has already made some noise. Pretty much shoots with Joey whenever he gets the chance at tournaments now. Joey 21 out of Queens. Finished top 4 at the Continental Cup this year. Lost to Doug Boehm in the semifinals. And him and PJ are the defending Seacoast doubles cricket champions. They also won. They won at the other tournament that they played also, cricket doubles. Before that, so they've definitely been on a roll together, and they just click well together, have a lot of fun, and you know it's what you like to see in darts: is people out there having fun, enjoying the game, loving the game, and that's why we all play it.
Yeah. Speaking of this game right here, we got Lanal and Stuart, currently a little bit down. They got the 19s. Darrington and Smith are owning that 20 right now and keeping that point lead just up. What do you think of the talent out in the field today?
This room is just gross. That's the only way to put it. The talent in this room is just unbelievable, and the talent all week so far. I mean, I was actually talking with Jules earlier, and we were talking about the cricket nationals, and you know, usually you go into a room and it's, well, if I'm shooting a 4, I'm solid and I'm probably gonna win. And cricket nationals, that was not the case. A 4.0 was not enough to.
No, I can attest
to hold off.
I can attest that I had a great day, and I felt like I played better in cricket than I did in the 01, but I made it out of the 01 bracket.
Yep.
But I didn't make it out of the cricket bracket.
Yeah, and I mean, even 01, you had people losing with shooting in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's just the level of darts here in America has increased so much, and it's so awesome to see. PJ takes a stab at the close there. You're going to see that a lot out of PJ and Joey. They love to do the 2 at point, 1 at close.
Kind of an aggressive move, but Derringer and Smith ain't going to go away. They didn't come here to lay down, that's for sure.
Nope.
What's really amazing, and a lot of folks don't realize this, but you can go through that bracket and you can look at all the names in that bracket and look at how they're paired up and whatever, and they're the most dangerous teams in several tournaments across the nation. Doesn't matter where it's at. Today they're all together in one. So who is going to be the shark in the tank to take this thing?
Yeah, I think it just comes to who's going to mesh the best, who's going to click the best at the right time.
A little bit of luck, maybe?
Always.
Maybe.
This was a conversation I had with Chuck and Jim and Bruce and, you know, just a bunch of guys on how
how much luck is really involved in winning a tournament. And yes, darts is very much a game of skill, but all the top end guys have the skill. And if you look back at like the PDC World Championships, every world champion you can trace back to some match that they had that their opponent missed match darts. They went on and won it, and then they go on and win it all. Like, there's always that little bit of luck factor that you need.
Well, you can see some of the strategies that we've already seen is all went ahead and just go ahead and try to close the 16, did not, but then he went ahead and moved to the 15, trying to gain some of those strategy points because their opponents are very, very good.
Yep.
And they can turn that 16 on a dime. You gotta think a little more deeper with this field. You can't get away with trick shots or Hail Marys.
No, and it also kind of goes the other way where you can't always just play it safe, because when you know your opponent behind you can hit a 6 count, sometimes you need to take that shot to close that number because you know it's your only chance that you're going to get, that they can follow right behind you and do the same thing to you.
And we just seen that from Darrington. He went 16s, he took a stab at the 19, had to go back because he knows that Lanal and Stuart have been solid all the way through this leg.
Yep. Where, 14 rounds in and they're still at a 3-8, which is, for a doubles match, that's gonna put you in a good position to win almost every time. And I mean the 3-2 out of Smith and Derringer is just right there as well. It's just class darts all around. I'm sure this is a battle that Joey and PJ weren't fully expecting, not knowing who they were going against, but
I guarantee you there's no slouch in that room, so if you think you've got an easy match, that's when you're going to get surprised.
Yep.
625, 620 in your points, but Lanal and Stuart taking the first leg. Smith and Darrington are not going to go away. We're going to go to leg 2. They do cork every leg in a 2 out of 3 men's doubles cricket here in Las Vegas. And we have seen that right there. It's been single bull, it's been double bull to take it.
Yep.
As the scoreboard upstate.
See, and that's one of those moves Joey, I know, likes to go for that white horse to start, but that's just out of that respect out of his opponents. He knew that he couldn't take that shot at that trip.
Darrington only manages 1. So, and like having you in the booth, you know Lanal, you know Stuart.
Yep.
You know their patterns and tendencies. Whereas I spend a lot of time with like Jules and players more, Midwesterner, and I know exactly their routes are going to go. When you play these people enough, and sometimes you know them well enough that you can use their own strategies against them.
Absolutely. There becomes that comfort zone of, kind of what they're, it's almost that mental game of darts where you know what they're going to do. As Joey fires in a 7 mark there.
That wasn't me this time. I did say the word yesterday, but not today. Fortunately, Darrington and Smith, they are being pushed out by the young guns of Stuart and Lanal.
They did the same thing in their first round match. They, was around that 3-7, 3-8, 3-2 mark in the first leg. In the second leg, Joey opened up with a white horse. 20s, 19s, 18s. PJ followed with 17s. Joey did 16s, 15s. They just, when they click, they click. And they're not missing by much, but they're just missing.
As we can see, Lanal and Stuart taking no time to move down that board to close it out. Darrington will go to the bull. Nope, he's going to try to use the 15s. Sometimes that strategy works. Try to pile in as many as you can to push back, even though a one shot will take it. Stuart would close the 15. We see that more often than not. Close the 15, go to the bull. We don't care about that point strategy because we are leading this game heavily in marks.
Yep, and with 4 open numbers, they know that no matter what, they'll have at least 1 open number coming back the next turn.
Exactly.
So,
very smart strategy, and that's how the game of cricket has evolved over in the past. A lot of people wouldn't. They would tell you that's a bad move. You're down on points, regardless of how many houses you had open. You got to close.
Yeah, it's about counting darts, not counting points, essentially.
That's it.
Yep, checking the math, making sure that he's good. kids move on.
They ain't no kids. That is a beast and a silent but deadly.
This is true. At a combined age younger than half the players in this room.
I don't care. Those two boys can play.
that they can, and they're definitely exciting to watch. And, you know, they give hope to the future of darts here in America. The two of them, Caden Anderson, Gavin Nickel, Seth Stefano. There's that youth movement, and that youth movement has already kicked in the door and said, hey, we're here. We're not going to win. We're already winning.
Oh, we're not scared of you, that's for sure.
No.
Well, Ryan Minniam, USA Darts Productions with David Garfinkel. And I think Mark McFadden gave you a little shout out in the stream.
I love Mr. McFadden up in the Rochester area. Predominantly soft tipper, dabbles in some steel. Just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah, well, we appreciate what you're doing for the players. We appreciate how you I've noticed that you've been working the room, talking to the different players, talking to your players. You know, I know that the ADO
Absolutely.
is moving forward with working with jerseys up with you.
Yep.
I think we're going to see some of your jerseys on our World Cup team, if I'm not
Yes, sir.
not incorrect, right?
Yes, sir. That's the plan. So, it's like I said, it's been a wild ride, and it's been a humbling ride, and it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely been fun.
Well, let these people know where they can find your stuff.
DirtyJerseyDarts.com. Facebook is DJD. We're definitely, or you could just shoot me a message on Facebook, David Garfinkel. Easy to find.
All right. Well,
But
we thank
definitely
you,
a
Mr.
pleasure.
David.
Absolutely, Ryan.
We'll be
pleasure.
ready for our next match here shortly. Don't go away, folks. Share and like us on Facebook. Go to YouTube if you want to look at the action there. We are going to be live all day. Thank you.
Alrighty, another doozy of a match coming your way here in just a moment. Jim Widmeyer and Elliot Milk take on Levi Cranston. I think I saw Cran. I think it's Cranston.
Cranston, yep.
Yeah, and Christopher Abbott. So should be a good one here next on the stream. We didn't move our cameras around because these guys were already taking a couple chucks as soon as we ended our last match. So we'll get underway here in just a second with this one. Thanks for tuning in to our coverage today.
Is a top 32 match. Just to kind of catch everybody up where we're at on the bracket.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good to do.
One of the things that it's hard to do because we started at 256 out, 128 round is over. Top 64 round is almost completed. Now we're moving into round 3, which is top 32. So we got a lot of action coming your way.
Kevin Stafford letting us know, great stream, y'all. Quality of these streams are really improving, commentary and all. Well, we love to hear that. So our goal is to always kind of be continuing on, per se. We definitely don't want to. We have a hiccup here and there, but we try to improve our streams every single time we have one. So
well, so every event has its different dynamics, both internet, both setups, both commentary booths. But when you got Will as our production and lead tech and boss entrepreneur, whatever you want to call him, the big guy, it's pretty easy for me to sit here and just run my mouth. And I want you guys to really enjoy the streams as much as I see Will put into it.
Anna Morietta from which city area saying hello in the chat. She says, missing Vegas. I hear that you love your Vegas, Anna's, from what I hear. I'll let you think about that, and however you want to throw it. I'm going to go out there and tell our guys to go to the right here, but we'll get underway with our open doubles cricket. It's a top 32 match, correct?
Top 32 match. On the way, we've got Winmau and Milk, Cranston and Abbott. Abbott makes the close, puts up 60 points, going after that 20. Puts a little bit of pressure on Milk. Milk will have to do some damage on the 18s or 17s here. Quietly let these guys get settled in the game and get going. Does only manage 5. Cranston will probably take a stab at the 18. That he does. And sometimes 3's just enough. Nice big turn for 5 from Jim Widmeyer. He'll push Abbott back into the 20s.
Kind of a back and forth battle so far, huh, Ryan?
Yeah,
4-3, 4-0.
Yeah, so Abbott didn't need to chase that 17. He's going to pile in the points to really help his Levi come down, because he knows that Milk has got the 17s now, and he does put in 7 of them.
Man, the Massachusetts people are tuning in for this one, as we got a handful of those Minutemen dart players in the stream.
I'll tell you something I'd like to see more in the comments of streams. If you know somebody here's playing, give them a quick shout out. Tell them where you're from. Give them a go. Give them a go, boys. Give them a go, girls.
Big 7 mark there from Levi. Wid going down to the 17s here. looking for a triple.
Yeah, Wood will stay there. So that's the second 5 on that 17s.
He's going to want a little bit more than that if he hopes to
If
gain the
Abbott,
lead.
If
But
you're Abbott taking on Woodmere Milk, do you go after the 17? He did. But what do you have?
now, tricky. Now he's got to go back up to the 20s. Just a single, so
26-point lead. Do you go points first or do you go after it? I don't know.
well, this could go in favor of Elliott here. He just needs the
5
one
out
triple.
of Wid, 7 out of Wid, Willie Elliott, 5 back from Wid.
That's just on the high side, Elliott. Gonna have to put in this triple if he hopes to make a move on the 20s. He's gonna have to stay there now. Oh, he stays up. He goes up. Takes his chance at it.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not.
To each their own.
I
To
know.
each their own.
You
Maybe he
give-
felt blocked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's a tall guy looking down. Maybe the darts is in the way.
It's easy for us to say the opposite because we're so tiny.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be tiny, but I'm wide.
Alan Ingles saying, falling for John Foreman, Hurst, Texas. Let's go.
There you go. We like to see that stuff.
I think John actually had a top 16 yesterday in
Yes,
the
he did.
01. So kudos to John. Pocketing 275 along with my man Ryan Mooningham.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, that was a good move there. 16.
I was going to say, Wid closes at 16, goes up and gets rid of the 20. I know he knows they're down 32, but does Abbott come after my 16, or does he have to go to the 15s?
I like that play from Abbott. Go ahead and close those 15s. Have a number to work with. That's a great option to use.
Let's go, Ed Chambers. Oh, Lord.
Ed couldn't be farther away from Vegas right now.
Matt Thom. Hi, Mooney. What's up, brother? Got a new nickname from Simon Whitlock today. He called me the Rhino. Yeah, well,
Yes, someone let us know in the chat that Simon and Jules just threw a 5.3 average in cricket. That's pretty good stuff, huh?
is that salty?
That's a little salty, I'd say.
Doubles cricket? As Simon would say, Pars cricket, Pars cricket. I ain't got no Australian accent. I got the Ozarkian side of it, trying to be Australian.
Hey, he closes the 16s there with the last dart. After a 4 mark on the 15s. Advantage to Abbott and Levi.
Does he close the 15s here? I know he's going to go for. He's going to that bull.
And not able to do it
unlucky.
high side.
Yeah, well, he hit the dart and it kicked out on that one. This just happens. Ooh, tough turn for Abbott.
Gonna have to brush that one off. But possible chance here.
Double bull, does he take a look?
You have to take the look, I think, if he would have hit that.
So what do you do if you're Levi here? 2 bulls to win. You got a 2-point lead. What do you think, Will?
Take it. After you miss that first dart, does he stay there? He's gonna stay there. He's gonna go for the win here. And he gets the leg win. 1-0 advantage for the team of Christopher and Levi.
4.2, 4.1, folks. That's some darn good pairs action. We're going to use the term pairs. Pairs.
Let's do it.
Pairs.
Let's do it. It's a 25 there for Elliott. Outside for Levi, so.
So, just to reiterate that they play 2 out of 3 for cricket in these doubles matching, pairs matching. But you got to cork each leg, and that cork start is huge in this action, especially in this field. If you want to see the brackets, go to DCTV. Look at the brackets. Scroll through them. You'd be amazed at the talent in this field and who's playing who.
Yeah, This is a nice match indeed, Tom Lanaz. It's a 4.2 and a 3.9 average. Respectable averages indeed, especially for pairs.
Milk closes the 20. Nope, he's going to move the 19. He will close the 20.
Oh. Oh, no. That is not what an ideal start there.
A big round out of Abbott here really could put some heavy pressure on the Winmau Elliott Milk.
Scott, it's your job. Get here now. You're supposed to be chalking, my buddy.
We had Scott Haney hired, but he didn't show.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Some people elect not to have a chalker. Some
Actually,
people
I did
elect
see
to.
that year. So, there's the debate. I can't play unless I have a chalker. I need to play because I don't want a chalker. Most of us didn't have chalkers in the Nationals. And then you went into chalkers. It did change some guys' rhythm, and they didn't want a chalker. They've been playing all day without one. They want to stay in that same mentality and rhythm of play.
Indeed. Going after the 19s. Big triple there with the second. Stays right there for 95 points scored.
Only manages 3 on that turn. We did take a look at that 18, but he moved away. Ooh, tough turn for Levi. Did manage 2, but he hit the dart and clicked off.
That old ricochet now up to Milk. Skating on the 19s, the point. Now does he take his look? No, he's going to stay right there for another. Now you got to.
I was going to say,
You
now you see the hand and shoulder dip up.
Yep.
He's going after that masterful 9 out of Milk.
Yeah, huge 9 indeed, or as our friend Sean Green would say, boom goes the dynamite.
I didn't say it.
I'll give him 1 for the weekend, just 1.
That's not my catchphrase.
Scott Anish letting us know Spellman is into the top 8 right now on the Challenge Tour. Congrats to him.
Keep going, brother. Let's go, Alex. Windemeyer and Milk are now starting to stretch out this leg.
That slide into that trip 16 sure looked like it.
It is. There's a big old St. Louis shout. I've seen a big chunk of those guys. It's the game of cricket. Sometimes you have the 7s, sometimes you have the fats.
Mark for Milk, tried to go for the Bulls. Trying to set up that 1-1 tie-break match.
Abbott only manages 1. Advantage to Windemeyer. 3 Bulls to take the league. We'll sit back and watch and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, big bullseye with the first one. And a 25 with the second. Look at me going all English with it.
He did put a little heat behind that. He's like, this is going in the bowl.
It is 4-2 compared to a 2.5, and that one from Levi and Christopher. They got complacent, I think. Can't do that with the likes of Jim and Elliott.
Well, I think that start hurt them.
Oh, definitely.
That slow start that they had, they were behind, even though they were coming back and they shot good there at the end. They were just too far behind, too quick.
Well, it almost, I mean, believing that start, it was 2 20s and a single 19. I mean, they had a little bit of advantage there, but just let it get away. Really wants this triple here. Gets the triple here.
Ooh, big, nice round of 7 out of Abbott. Closes the 19, starts the 18s, points up that 20, puts a lot of pressure on Elliott Milk to make a move right here, right now.
Well, you can see it on Elliott Milk's face there. He's like, okay, well, just take a second here to kind of collect my thoughts about how I want to go about this. He's electing to go to the 18s and only gets 3, so.
The game of triples or the game of singles? Which one will it be for you and your opponent? Not a bad third dart there out of Levi. Going to the bull early really can set you up for the pressure shots, for just needing the 15s and 16s, pushing your opponent just a little bit farther back.
Well, we saw with Chuck Pulio in that match against Leonard Gates for the ADO cricket title.
Man, he beat that bullseye up.
He was using that bull to his advantage in order to win that bad boy. Can't wait to clip that one, put it out there for everybody to view.
Yeah. I had to go back and watch it myself. It was so amazing. Oh, he elects to close the 19. What's he going to do here? He closes the 20. A little bit of strategy move here. Pushes you. They are down 100 points.
I don't know. Interesting moves. Interesting moves indeed.
Cransell will have to burn at least 1 on the 17.
Does so with his first dart. Over to the 15s. Looking to open up a bed. Just a single, so.
You know, a big smash out of Whittemere here makes Elliott's move quite interesting.
Here's the deal. He can only collect. Well, what would it be? It'd be 96 points if he collected 9 of those 16s, so would still put him down. But didn't collect much of anything there.
Abbott elects to grab the 15s, so they've got a house to point on.
Just on the outside of the 16s there. Would have been a great closure. Just 6. But I mean, just 6. Although it's a good shot, it's not enough.
Still sitting 18 points back.
This Krantz will go right after it and go 1-2.
I think two fats on. If I'm Cransell, I'm going to go 2 straight fats and then go to my 15s just to give up me another bowl.
Yep, he double checks the score before he goes over. Into the corner of the trip 10. My
Whittemere
word.
actually has darts in hand. Double bull, trip 15. Interesting. Let's see what happens.
Likes to grab some more points there. Not a bad idea.
The game of wins, the games of losses, the games of hits, the games of misses. That starts.
Especially in the last leg decider. Not a bad idea to pad those points a little bit more.
Elliott's wanting some doubles. Only manages the 3 bulls. Oh, Cransell missed on dart 2. Only manages the 1. Kind of slips the advantage a little bit.
I think they're starting to feel that little bit of a pressure, knowing they could beat these guys right now. I mean, 2 quality shots here between Jim and Elliott. But let's be honest. I mean, Christopher and Levi are quality too. They just maybe don't have the stage presence that Jim and Elliott have had. And let's not forget, Jim's been on the BDO stage, the Lakeside stage with the WDF. Elliott was on that U.S. Masters stage against Gary Anderson. He's got 2 bulls there. He's going to try to work his way around. He's going to go all the way to that side to put it in. And he finds it. Big hit there from Christopher.
Big shots, big shots. Good match. Levi Cransel and Christopher Abbott are your winners. They will advance into the next round.
Well, you can see that means a little bit to them. They're kind of excited for it. Kudos to those guys for the big win. Well, we got more action coming your way here next on USA Darts as we continue our coverage of the Las Vegas Open, Open Doubles Cricket, as well as our 501 singles for the ladies. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back in a moment's time. From both of us here, Ryan Mooningham and Will Stewart, we appreciate you joining us. We'll be right back. That'll be on the mainstream. Alrighty, folks, some unfortunate news, but good news as well. So here's what we got for you. Next up on the stream is going to be Larry Butler and Matt Campbell taking on Perez and Strickland. Is that right?
Strickland.
The only downside, PDC Tour player Matt Campbell. So we're kind of figuring out how we want to do these PDC players and kind of work with the flow of the stream. But unfortunately, since this match got called up, we're going to have to cut the stream and record, and then we'll come back live after the fact. I know it's kind of crummy, but at least we can post-match clip those matches for you guys to view in the later future. So we do apologize. You can watch on Dark Connect TV if you want that live score of this Perez, Strickland, Campbell, Butler match. But that's what we're going to do for you all. We're going to end this stream right now, and once again, we'll be right back after the fact for your coverage. But hey, we want to respect their tour cards. We want to make sure they don't get fined in the process, and we want to make sure that we get content for you all to view as well. So hang tight, hit that notification bell, follow us if you have not. You'll get notified whenever we go live next. Appreciate you folks tuning in.